who can be honored that way.
I will go see. Well, plenty day.
Yeah, plenty day. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, Shaggy might be the next.
Beyonce self would be.
You understand?
Oh.
Yeah, probably in the next 5, 6, 10 years, Sarkodie will be taking it.
Oh, we hope so. We hope
Yes,
so.
you understand?
Yes. And now I also want us to look about at the criteria when it comes to these awards nomination, the wins. What are some of the criteria?
To be honest, I'll tell you guys, put all the criteria down somewhere. It's a human institution.
Right.
It's basically based on how the academy, like the members feel about the song. The only criteria that's like valid is it has to be released in the US.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That is it. If it resonates with board members, like members of the recording academy, it can get nominated and it can get a win. You just need to get into the ears of the members.
Yeah.
That is the most relevant criteria, aside the releasing it in the American market.
The most relevant.
Yeah. It's the person who people going to nominate you. You can go to the Amari had one of the best albums.
Yeah.
Even Pitchfork and all that rated it one of the best albums from last year. Didn't even get a Grammy nomination. Probably didn't get into the years of the right people.
Yeah.
You get me? Because if it was based on quality, Amari would have been in the World Album category, probably even in the Album of the Year category.
Yeah.
You get me? So you just need to get your music in the ears of the people, right people.
Right.
Yeah,
And
right
then,
people.
Then you could be nominated.
Okay.
Like Stoneboy's album had the Grammy CEO as a executive producer.
Yeah.
It should not get nomination.
I see. But when it comes to these things, they're a bit dicey.
Yeah.
Because actually a lot goes into it. Because when you look at even the Ghanaians, our award schemes, it's not even usually, it's like all the time people are actually fighting over every win. So it looks like it is a norm. And it is actually everywhere.
Yeah. I think it's just as you have said, it's more of like there are people, mindsets. You understand? People's feelings. So you really can't, there might be policies, but at the end of the day, even the policy is set by people. You get it? So it's more of what people feel like, okay, let's this song is very popular.
Right.
Though it's popular, the production, it doesn't qualify, then they can take it out. You get it? Maybe the production is not good, it's popular, like it got more views. For instance, let's say most of these emerging awards, they look at artists with numbers to nominate.
Right.
You understand? So so that the award scheme would be seen. You understand? So with at this part, it's like you are looking for numbers. Probably GMA wouldn't be looking for numbers.
Right.
You understand? They'll be looking for something bigger than that.
Right.
You get it? So it depends on people. And as soon as it depends on people, a lot changes. It wouldn't be just strict like you put like a computer, AI, you put in how are you? You should respond, I'm fine. But human being, how are you? Maybe you get it. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah.
Right. But what are some of the actionable steps that you believe that can be taken regarding Jay-Z's concerns? And what are some of the things that they can also do regarding, transparency and also fairness in this kind of award scheme, particularly the Recording Academy?
Okay, so in terms of what Jay-Z, like I'm saying, it's subjective. I mean, I'm not really seeing what Jay-Z said. Apart from the last line, be there, the rest, I can't really resonate with it.
Right.
That's the honest truth.
Which is the last line, which is regarding Beyonce.
The last line, which is regarding be there. Be present.
Right.
Apart from that, every other thing is a subjective matter. Because you can get a good song and not necessarily a good album.
Right.
You understand? So it's that one there. But in terms of, let's say, voting pattern, they can be transparent enough to share the voting data.
Right.
That is one way of letting people know. Yes, but it's not always the same thing. But I think BGMA at a point shared voting data, but still people say no, still
they don't believe it.
Do you get me?
Right.
So it's at the end of the day, it's still a dicey a dicey situation. They might still show voting pattern and people will still say, nah, I deserve it.
I know, right?
Yeah, so that one there.
I think the whole thing has to do with everybody wants to win. And everybody who has been nominated thinks that or know that they deserve it. That's why they have been nominated in the first place.
Yes.
So far as like there's a lot of people on there, there will always be the controversy.
Yes, there will always be, because but one thing is that the controversy also helps sell the award scheme. Because if after there's nothing to talk about, everything dies off.
Everything dies off.
So for instance, the Grammy ended. I didn't even know the Grammy was ongoing when it started. Like, you know, when they were applying, they were putting out their works out. I saw everything, but when the event happened, I didn't hear anything about it until Jay-Z's speech started trending. I saw his drinking with a plaque. You get it. So all these things add up. It helps push the scheme. You get it. Yeah. So it's good. It's good in a way, but it shouldn't be too negative. Yeah, just as you have said, transparency is good. Sometimes, even if you don't accept it, they have brought it. You get it. So you can't do anything about it. People feel like, oh, I spent 20,000 Ghana cedis for people to vote for me, and then probably he thinks he got 18 million votes, and then the next person had 19 million votes, and no, I shouldn't get 18. It's normal. It's normal. Even in our small circle, even at home, you get it. Sometimes you feel like somebody's more favored than you are. Yeah. So it's part of it, and though it's part of it, we shouldn't lean too much on the negativity. Yeah.
Okay, so we are still here on Shobiz Chat on Shobiz TV, and you know that I need your views and your opinions. It matters to me. That is why you can always share with us through our WhatsApp number 0503-951006. Let me repeat that, 0503-951006. We'll go for a quick breather. We will be right back.
Wax out your ears and keep your eye out to Shobiz Scoop on Shobiz TV. Shobiz Scoop got the 411 on all that's swinging and in vogue in the space of entertainment. The squabbles, the bars, and all. We got all the anchors on what's hot and what's not, what's fact and what's just word on the grapevine. So if you're checking out for the real scoop, make Shobiz Scoop your definitive source. I'm your girl Daphne. Just sit back, relax. I got you. Period. Shobiz Scoop showing Fridays at 6 p.m. only on Shobiz.
Save the dance!
here on Shobiz Chat on Shobiz TV with me, Evergreen Asantua. And before the break, I told you that you can always share with me your views and your opinions through our WhatsApp number. If it is not on your screens, then the number is 0503-951006. Or you can quickly check us out on social media platforms at Shobiz TV. Leave us a comment and we'll be happy to read it here for our guest, our cherished guest, to actually, explain it better, or, let us know what you think. Let us know your views and your opinions about or concerning anything that we are discussing at all. And yes, we are live on our Facebook and on our YouTube as well as Shobiz TV, so you can always watch us wherever you are. And today, for our main discussion, we are actually looking at award schemes, as I mentioned earlier. And it is saying that our award schemes losing its relevance. And yes, I know that it is something that has been on your mind and you have also been thinking about it. So today, the two Yaos, now I'm calling them the twins, they are here to actually help all of us understand this better. So let's start with award scheme. What are your general perceptions about award schemes currently?
Okay, so currently, I think we are looking at the award schemes from the mainstream perspective.
Right.
And when you look at it that way, you are going to feel like it's losing its relevance.
Right.
But I don't think it is.
It is.
Because the mainstream artist is exposed.
Right.
Gets to experience other mechanisms or
Right.
schemes.
Right.
So probably Stonebwoy has had the opportunity to be on the Grammys. So he would compare their policies, their operations with the GMAs.
Right.
And feel like maybe they are doing something better than the GMAs. But when you look at the structure, their operations, they both operate differently. So you can't use the mainstream to actually judge the relevance of an award scheme. But to me, award scheme should never lose relevance. And it's never losing relevance, because since there are new artists coming on board, it's very important that we have them to help them grow, or
Right.
to help expose them.
Right.
We've had artists, or let's say if artists are supposed to, like, if they want to be honest, they would tell you how effective or how an award they took helped them gain a contract or probably an endorsement or some form of a new phase in their career. You can't take Artist of the Year and still be the same. There's going to be a change. The corporate is going to look at you in a different angle.
Right. Right.
You get it. So you just can't say that award scheme is losing its relevance, or it might lose its relevance based on probably the way artists are reacting. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, currently, award schemes are still relevant and are still, like, they are improving. Looking at, for instance, look at the Mac 3 Music came to set during the COVID.
Right.
You get it.
Right.
The setup, the production,
Right.
the investment that went in there. I feel like that propelled let me use VGMA because it was that too.
Right.
When you look at their production,
Right.
then after the 3 Music, you look at their
They
production,
had to up
they
their
had
game.
to up their game. You understand?
Right.
So just as any part of the industry, the award schemes is very relevant. It's very important.
Right.
Because the corporate has a way of selecting who to work with,
Right.
how to work with the person, and have that. The awards is also part of it. It exposes you to a whole new audience that probably just your music can't get you there. You get it.
Right.
For instance, look at what BET did for Kwesiata. Before Kwesiata, it did the same for Sarkodie. Grammy did the same for Burna Boy. You understand?
Right.
So how would it lose its relevance? There's a new Burna Boy coming. You understand?
A new...
As in, there's a new artist coming.
Right.
You understand? A new
Right.
Sarkodie, a new
Right.
Davido,
Right.
a new...
Okay.
Yes. So how would it lose its relevance?
Right.
Since they will all look at the scheme as a way or a platform
Right.
to improve themselves or to
Right.
grow as an artist.
Right.
You understand? So currently, to me, award schemes are not losing its relevance, and it's as solid as it's supposed to be. Yeah.
NYB.
Yes. So I have a contrary view.
Okay.
Because for me, I believe award schemes are gradually, in a way, losing relevance. And here are the factors why.
Right.
So firstly, back in the day, we didn't really have a lot of award schemes.
Right.
Right now, yeah,
There are lots of them.
Plenty. You see an upcoming artist, you don't even get his song said, but you win artist or the year for some award be like that. And you're asking yourself, how? You know, what did you do to deserve the award you are trying to brag with?
Right.
You get me?
Right.
So that is also a factor.
Right.
Also, unfortunately, because we haven't really seen so much transparency in votes, sometimes it has led to some of the fans being like, this one cry for vote safe, don't give it to your winner. It's done in the boardroom, blah blah blah. So there's a voter apathy where people are not actually voting like they previously used to do. You get it? And the voting was always part of the process, the euphoria, and now the votes are not like that. Now there are even arguments that people are returning, like people like Black Rats are returning their pledge because they don't believe in votes and all that. Also, we've seen some artists disrespect ours.
Right.
That's also contributing to why the relevance is happening. Because if you, the person they are awarding, you don't respect the award being given to you, then the award is bogus. It's like going to university, then after you are done, you are saying, "Oh, this university I went to cry. It's not an university." It means your certificate you are holding is bogus. So the artists themselves are the reason why some of these are failing. The last 3 music awards that happened 2 years ago, and the winner is the person who did. And the winner is the person who did. What happened the following year? They didn't get sponsors.
Yeah.
Because maybe the sponsors feel like this one say we do self, the artist not
they
going
won't
to
come.
You understand? So in terms of relevance, it's actually losing relevance. And if you do not look at it holistically and try to find a solution that will bring it back, it will get to a point where even the event organizers will not even find it interesting enough or to actually do it. Because there wouldn't be no respect. Because I know if someone like Charterhouse, I'll be honest and say I doubt they are making profit from the Ghana Music Awards. I know they are making profit from the Malaikers and the rest, but for Ghana Music Awards, and that is also the event that they do that they get a lot of insults. That's the event they do, they get a lot of stress. But that is also the least rewarding in terms of financial gain. It is more like a trophy wife for them. We do GMA. That is the pride. But on the financial look, they would have decided, if they were truly looking at just profits, they would have decided to stop crap because the insource and the benefits have not the match. Insource like this, benefit like this. It doesn't make sense. So to me, it's losing relevance. But yeah, there are ways to bring it back on track.
So do you agree with NYB? Do you think artists' view on award schemes have changed?
That's why from the beginning I said, when we look at it from the mainstream perspective, we will feel like it's losing its relevance. But since there are new artists coming, I don't think it's losing its relevance. Sponsorship in general, not just award scheme, especially in Ghana, sponsorship in general is not easy to get. It's not. I watched an interview of Baba Sadiq talking about the difficulties in investing in these events that we see. You get it. So in general, whether the artist comes or not, in general, it's hard to get sponsorship. You get it. But for an award scheme, for instance, like the GMAs, it can't lose relevance. I don't know if you are getting me. It can't lose relevance because Sarkodie and Shatawale decided to go and perform at the beach instead of coming. You understand? And just as he's saying, we have to look at ways to omit that.
Right.
You see, so I don't think it's losing relevance. Probably the interest in it, people are losing interest in it, but it's very relevant. Let's look at the word. You understand? Right. It's very, very relevant. It's still relevant. We still need it because if outside platforms or bodies are trying to do something with, let's say, Ghanaian music, these are the bodies that they come to. They look at because they have the metrics. Whether you believe in the votes or not, when Grammy is doing something and they need like a general like analytics or something, they can look at GMAs and then it will be part of their decision making. You understand? Right. Sarkodie's respect. GMAs is part of Sarkodie's respect. Right. So the fact that what's his name? Black Rasta returned his or Kwakese returned his, and then Sarkodie is still displaying his and is proud of it. Right. It doesn't make it irrelevant. Right. You lose the interest, but its relevancy, it's not gone. It's still there.
Yeah, but let me touch on this. Kwakese did not return his song. Okay. He just put it in the.
And who did that?
So he's selling 5 seats, but last year, as they know the nominator maintains, he's complaining. So
you understand? You get it. So if you don't think it's relevant, why do you complain if you are not nominated?
Exactly.
You get it, yeah.
Exactly. But do you also think that some of these artists have doubts as a result of some incidents that happens at award ceremonies?
Yeah, plenty. Yeah. Plenty. I think Bisakide will have doubts because you all know about him. Shatawale has always had this doubt since Kaki beat him. Since Kaki. It's normal. Right. It's perfectly normal. Right. We are human beings. When we lose stuff, it pains us. Like losing an election, it will pain you. But the truth is, we are not defined by. We are not fully defined by awards. Yeah. You get me? We and bringing back to what Jay-Z says, show up eventually. You get it. Gasmela had a long run. He didn't win the VGMA because he released a song earlier than, so he didn't even get nominated. But now, Gasmela is a VGMA winner because he did a project about our seashores and our fishermen, and he was awarded an award that represents what he did. You get me? Yeah. So if you keep showing up and keep doing what you are going to get, you shouldn't cry over an award. It's every year. So if you want to win one, then every year work hard and hard at it, and you eventually get to that point.
Right. But can you spot some of the recent trends that are suggesting that award ceremonies are becoming less relevant in the music industry?
I want to stick to the...
both of you are active on Twitter and all of that.
It's not just Twitter. It's let's say, the physical auditorium. You know, I got to a point, GMA, you won't even get tickets.
Yeah.
You won't get tickets. Yeah, you won't get tickets to buy. You get it. But now, it's not, people are not buying it as hot as, do you understand? And the fact that artists are not showing up to these award schemes, thinking stuff are relevant than, it's even surprising. Right. Yeah. You see at the Grammys, you see people going there, they're not even nominated.
Yeah, they go there to support.
Yeah, but the award scheme that you are nominated in, you don't want to show up. It creates the perception that, that's why it's important for some of the big artists to show up, because it creates a euphoria. It's an ecosystem that relies on each other. Yeah, artists need their awards whether they like it or not, because everybody likes validation, and the awards schemes, whether they like it or not, need the artists, because it's the artists' product that they're going to work with. So the synergy has to be there. It has to be there. It's a beautiful ecosystem when it's working right. You get me? So all these aspects are the reasons why we are going to say people are not really showing a lot of interest. Like first, when Artworks came, you saw the debates. Yeah. Now you rarely see the debates. Even the artists even fail to post their artworks.
I wanted to say that.
You get it? They fail to post artworks, but if it is another award, They will post
quickly.
it. They'll wait till last minute to post.
Exactly.
Do you want to win or you don't want to win? If you want to win, start posting.
Join.
Yeah,
understand.
Right.
Because the year that
Right.
Fancy Garden beat Patapa,
Right.
people were surprised. But Fancy Garden was moving
Yeah,
market
he was
to market
working.
in Tamale.
Yeah.
Getting people to vote for him. Because he wanted to win it.
Yeah.
And he knew he was at a disadvantage.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's not from the south.
Yeah.
So he'll beat you
Yeah.
with numbers.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Right.
So I think we need to bring back that love, that
Yeah, that
controversy,
love,
that
yeah.
Shatawale Stoneboy. Like all those were part of the VJMA, because if people can come and fight at VJMA,
Yes.
the relevancy they like
Exactly.
the heat
The
that it brought.
Right.
So all those are stuff that are missing now that makes it feel some
Right.
type of way.
Yeah.
Right.
But the GMA, for example, is our biggest award scheme that we revere. If you have it, you can go anywhere in the world.
That is a lot. That is a lot. But we are still here, and we want to also know your views and your opinions. What's on your mind? Let us know. Through our WhatsApp number 0503-951006. Let me repeat that: 0503-951006. And I'm still here with the twins. Now that's my newly found name for the two of you, Papa Oji. NYB.
Today I like the way you're mentioning the name.
Oh yes. Today I really came. I really came for
I
the
like that.
But also, let's take our Ghanaian music industry as an example.
Yeah.
Do you think that the audience, they do most of the voting?
Yeah.
Right? In fact, they do the voting.
Yeah.
And these artists actually solicit for the
Yeah.
votes. Do you think they are also bitter about it because their favorite doesn't win? Or they are just bitter because they think that whoever wins doesn't deserve it?
I think, as we said earlier, it's human reaction to disappointment.
Right.
So you
Right.
can't really fight them.
Fight them.
Yeah. I think there was a time I was in Kumasi the day we received Tiflo received Record of the Year. The way I shouted, it was like Ghana had scored a goal, and at the reception they were all surprised, like like what's going on?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So it's human reaction. You can't do away with that. We shouldn't let it be a point of view, or it shouldn't be like the whole judgment of the scheme. It's bigger than that. Ghana Music Awards, it's supposed to represent the music industry. It's supposed to tell people how the music industry is doing. You understand? And it brings me back to the point that if you look at the mainstream, if the mainstream keep on behaving as if they are bigger than the awards, it's going to really disturb the growth of the scheme. You get it? So if we are all to, like, just as any other agenda, let's kind of bring back the love. As you have said, let's bring back the love. Let's make the scheme, especially the GMAs, like the heat that was there earlier. If we are able to, like, put that same energy that we put in other stuff, like the other awards outside, the BETs, the Grammys, if you're able to put that same energy into the GMAs, it's going to keep it afloat, and it's going to keep its relevance up. Yeah.
Okay. And also, do you think that COVID was also as a result of some of these things? Do you think COVID actually affected?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, because COVID was the reason we had a production like 3 Music Awards.
That is true.
You understand? I don't think so. Creativity, the boundaries to creativity, it's like, it doesn't exist.
Right.
So the fact that everybody was in the house and was online did a lot, even for the creative industry.
Right.
You understand? So it didn't play a part in that. Yeah. It's even kind of elevated it.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. But NYB, what are some of the errors that you think that some of these organizers actually do that tends to affect them in the long run?
Well, one of the mistakes they do is the lack of transparency. I mentioned it, but it's a very critical point because the stakeholders need to know that it's actually a transparent process where they are nominated transparently. Votes are easily accessible. Do you get it? So people can know that it's reliable. If you vote, you are winning. It's as simple as that. So that when you say did you vote, we know that it's correct. Also, in terms of the categorization, they need to. I think there's been some errors for the past 2 or 3 years. Where they kind of do some. There are some basic errors that they don't do. An example is, I think one of them was even T-Flow. They nominated a song at a point when the song was not under the year in the review. Last year they nominated J-Bad as new artist when J-Bad had gained nominations 2 years ago. All these errors do not need to happen. They need to do their due diligence. It's their award scheme. They have their history. Like the J-Bad one shouldn't even have happened. Because it's your award scheme. You have your history of people you've nominated. Do you understand? So all these are errors. And also when it comes to the experience on the day, they sometimes think it's all about the voting. Sometimes how you organize the show.
It's also important.
Yes. Three Music is one of the most bashed awards, especially after the second edition. Well, I think first or second, when Shatwale won 11 awards.
That was the second.
In fact, we dragged it in the mud. We dragged it. But during the COVID era and after the COVID era, the kind of production they gave brought more eyeballs onto it. People were not talking about votes or cheating. They were talking about what a splendid set, what a splendid performance. They were able to even amplify Kweku the Traveler.
Yeah, Kweku the Traveler.
You see, all these things are part. So if your production set up on the day is wonderful, performances on point, no hiccups, it gives you goodwill. Do you understand? And all these goodwill is going to let people respect your award scheme. So that is what we like. They need to be able to contain those errors. So on the day of the show, Charlie, sometimes it be hard. Like 3 Music Awards, the last time they did it, everything went off. They had to delay. You have technical mess up. It happens. But those minor nomination errors and things, I think they are 25 years or 20 something years. 25 years. 25 years. You can't have minor errors happening. You get it. The script for the show has to be tight. And I that long performances that day, it's an award show. 1 song, 2 songs, clear the stage, you know the concept. So we can close early and go home. You can't be spending 3 to 4 hours.
True.
Like GMA UK, they spend like close to 7 hours, 1 hour.
What are you talking about?
They couldn't even award everybody too. That's the funny thing.
Right.
What are you showing? Because people are there to enjoy.
What happened? They let the remaining.
It's a show.
Yeah.
Oh, no, handy.
They award you later.
Even after that long hours of.
But you know what? Before I take your opinion on that, you mentioned categories, right? I want us to look at this. Do you also think that as a result of what you're saying, the abundance of awards categories also diminishes the importance of individual awards?
No, I don't think. I think you reflect the times that you are in.
The time.
You need to always be up to date.
Right.
So if there's a particular sound that is unique enough to get its own category because it's getting a lot of attention from those who are filing. You need to. We didn't have an Afrobeat category, but we are in a stage where a lot of people are doing Afrobeats. Just because you cannot say because you have just more. Even the Grammys are expanding.
Yeah, expanding.
So I don't think it's affected. I just think that when they are categorizing the songs, they need to place it where it belongs. They don't just listen to it, get confused and place it anywhere. They need to at least get that right. Those basics right. It makes it more exciting.
Right. And also, do you think there are any new platforms that they actually use to recognize the achievements of artists rather than using the normal traditional methods?
Well, there are right now social media is giving a lot of data, so you can just go there and see how someone is doing. As you have said, there are lots of award scheme around because of social media. You understand? But at the end of the day, it is the endorsed one by the artist that is recognized, and then your criteria, what you put in there, that's what like gives you the quality of the award. And then it comes to your production, you see. So if you would put in like a lot, if you take your time, you've been doing, let's say you've been doing the awards for over 10 years, you know that you have nominated Opana for about 3-4 years. So you know that if you mistakenly not nominate or nominate, it brings up questions, and not questions from the audience. Remember, you are working with sponsors. So if you are, it will look like you are not being genuine. You are not serious about with what you are doing. So it's just that they have to understand the business of what they are doing. It shouldn't be their wife. So we have to do it. We have to do it. No. But when they are able to put in the work, these minor errors will be eliminated, and it will give the quality to the scheme. Yeah.
Okay. NYB, do you have something to say about that?
The question again. The question you asked me.
I asked that, do you think that there are new, platforms that they use to recognize the achievements of artists rather than using the old traditional methods?
Well, I think social media metrics and all that have come to help now. So now they say, what are your streaming numbers?
What are your streaming numbers?
Yeah, so all those aspects have come in. So they add up to what they used to do traditionally, using the radio, TV, and public opinion stuff. So yes.
Okay, that's good. And now that you've spoken about social media, do you think that there was any way that we can share people's perception about award schemes through social media?
That we can
share people's idea,
perception. People's perception. Yes. We made a point of the artist posting the award.
Right.
I want to remember the artist's name. This guy, your artist.
Newman.
From the north. Teflon.
Wow. Teflon Flex?
Teflon Flex. Right. When he won the unsung category, I tell you, I just felt proud.
Right.
You get it? Right. Anybody at that moment looking at him coming to the VGMAs as the unsung artist will respect the music industry.
Right.
And that's what we are looking for.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So when they are not showcasing the award scheme, it means that you are diminishing it.
Right.
You are not respecting it.
Right.
It's not relevant to you. When your fans are not seeing you posting and telling them to vote for you, it feels like you understand. Walasi was like, don't vote for me. Don't waste your money and vote for me.
Right.
He's just being honest. You understand? But in a way, why? You get it? Is it because it's not quality enough, like an award for you to take? Why? You understand? So it's very important. There are social media platforms. The last time we spoke about medical show, when having mainstream artists on it, when they post their flyer, it's a sell. People will see, this is happening. If they want to come, they will. If Stoneboy is not posting about VGM, about the GMAs, how would the Beam Nation know that? They go on. We have to be there to support Stoneboy, even if he's not winning. Let's be there to support. So social media, it's like the new part to so many stuff. You understand? It's very important how to shape the idea, to change the ideology behind the scheme. Social media is also part, because the transparency. Where are you going to be transparent? Where? Aside from TV, radio, where else are you going to be transparent? You put it on your platforms that, for instance, Shatawale within an hour got 1 million views or something. Where would we see that? It's social media. It's going to shape the narrative of Shatawale's fans, or even those who don't like him. Hey, this guy is growing. You get it? And then back to 3 Music Awards. the last one. That was the last one they did, right?
Yeah, last 2 years.
Yeah, last 2 years. It was basically online.
Right.
You understand? It was basically online, and look at how the production was. You get it? Yeah, it changed the narrative. Yeah.
So to add, social media is an important aspect now of our lives. Most of us live our 9 to 5 on social media. You get me? In fact, some are 24 hours. Some are even doing robot and AI things on social media. So social media is an important aspect. Aside from the artists, I believe the organizers also need to be proactive, because you'll be surprised that after
you know what? I want you to hold on with that thought. Let's go for a quick break. We will be right back.
All right.
Juliet got scratched by a cat. The cat belongs to Adeline.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I'm sure she didn't mean it.
We have to get her to a hospital.
Nick, it's me.
Mom? Isn't she supposed to be, like, not so alive?
Juliet is in real danger, Nick, and we don't have much time.
I'm back. What you saw is real.
There's something I have to show you.
This is all because of me. Because I became a Grim again.
This is what's forever. She's a freaking hexa beast! When are you all gonna learn that I like who I am? Nick, it's yours.
I honestly don't think this could get any more complicated.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if Nick was in mortal danger and needed Mummy's help?
Kelly? Juliet. Thank God you're here. The front door's unlocked.
Trouble?
Something big's going on at your house.
Grim, Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. Enjoy the Omnibus on Sunday at 4 p.m. only on Shobiz TV.
Welcome back from that quick break. We're still here on Shobiz Chat on Shobiz TV with me, Evergreen Asantua, and today we want to add a little twist to the show. So we are opening the phone-ins, or the call-in, so that you can get to call us, tell us what's on your mind, what you're thinking, ask us anything that you want to ask. And also my guests are here together with me to answer you with every question that you need answers to. The number is 0302-729823. Let me repeat that. 0302-729823. Let me repeat that again. 0302-7298 and then 23. So quickly get the numbers and then call in. Tell us what's on your mind. Ask us any question that you want to ask, and then we would gladly answer you. So back on what you were saying.
Yes.
I hope you didn't forget.
No, I've not forgotten. It's a very important factor.
All right.
Like I'm saying, for most award schemes, after the awards, they are stuck. They don't really do anything on social media. if you look at the Grammys have series of stuff that they do.
Right.
That keeps it engaged throughout the year to the next edition. I think there's something that the Charterhouse can adopt for the GMAs. They need to treat Ghana Music Awards as a separate entity and run it like that, because it being our premier awards scheme, there's a lot of history that goes beyond it. They can even do like the same exhibition that's what they did on a larger scale. They can even have a Hall of Fame. Like there's a lot of possibilities that Charterhouse can leverage on to create a more for the scheme. Do you understand? They can even do series of events across the region. They don't really need to just wait for the nomination. Right? There's so much endless possibilities, and social media can be the major driving force for it.
Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, today we are adding a little twist to the show. Remember that we've opened our call segment or the call-ins. The phones are for you. Please call in. The numbers are on your screens. It is 030-272-9823, 030-272-9823. So do well to call us, let us know what's on your mind, and you can ask us anything that you need answers to. And then, I mean, the twins are here, right? And they will gladly answer you. But now, because of time, and also as a result of we trying to, get in some calls, phone calls, and all of that, I want us to quickly look at what some organizers can actually do to build, that kind of trust that people have lost in these award schemes.
I would put a pin, or I would highlight the transparency. It's very important. It comes with trust. It comes with reliability. So transparency. And then last words, they have to treat it as an entity. It's like a company. Let's keep it to the GMAs. It's a company, so they have to run it well. When they are supposed to
GMA, right?
Yeah, GMA.
You keep saying GMB.
Oh, okay. It sounds like E.
I know, right?
Okay. So the GMA.
The GMA.
Yeah. So they have to sit and organize it well. Like we know that sponsorship is difficult to get in Ghana, but when you are able to put in the work, honestly, there would be money coming in. It wouldn't be a loss. If they are able to get the time. It's difficult to put people together, have understanding, plan a whole event. But if it's something that they are willing to do it, they should. We have good industry guys with good ideas. The GMAs existed before 3 Music. Baba Sadiq has been there. I don't know if he was part of the board. Was he?
The board for 3 Music?
No, for GMA.
GMA. No,
I doubt.
So.
You understand? Yeah. So all this idea. Like the idea that he gave to 3 Music. Look at the stage that he built for Just Kweku the Traveler, the stage that he built for Akwabwa and Sinaso. You get it. If it was for the VGMAs, like it would have been. You understand?
Right.
Let's look at the year Shatawale and Stoneboy had their misunderstanding.
Right.
Honestly, to me, it didn't look good at all. The whole setup, everything looked like it was like me not having money and putting people together in an auditorium to award them. It didn't look good to me, honestly. They have to input more. There has to be energy. Sometimes we do stuff that money, that's in like currency, wouldn't come instantly, but there are other profits that comes around it. You understand? And you can put in this year, and the next year you're going to get your sponsorships. And I think organizers should also not limit themselves to just like Ghanaian sponsorship. They shouldn't just limit themselves to that, because if GMAs is on DSTV, like it means there are other companies out there who can advertise, because we have viewers aside from Ghanaians watching it. You invite artists like Wizkid. was on stage to announce as signing out to bees. You understand? So it's a big platform.
Right.
So they shouldn't just limit themselves to Ghanaian companies, but they should look at a larger audience. Foreign companies are there. Foreign entrepreneurs are there who are willing to also put in.
Right.
You get it? So organizers should, Charterhouse should actually bring back the passion that they had for the GMAs when they started.
Right.
They should have that vibe and then put in extra work. So many activities that can keep the Ghana Music Awards like active from January to September. It shouldn't just be about the event coming up. You mentioned the nominations. Honestly, you wouldn't hear me, for instance. I didn't hear about the nominations. I didn't hear people were putting up for nominations. You get it? It should be hot as the Grammys. See the way they planned it. The artists were actually posting their songs to be to be viewed for nominations. It's a form of marketing.
Right.
You get it? And as soon as they started posting, people started talking about it.
Right.
And it boosts the scheme, the quality of the scheme.
Right.
You get it? So if there's extra planning, there's extra work, there's extra strategies put in place by the organizers for the scheme, honestly, we are going to get one of the like VGMA, Ghana Music Awards is big.
Right.
It's big. We can mention so many big names that are big because they took the award.
Right. Right.
You get it? Yeah.
All right. NYB.
Yes.
I almost said NIB. NYB.
Yes.
Your take on that, and then your final words as well.
Yeah. So basically, in wrapping up, I think we're using the GMA as an example because it's one of our finest.
Right.
In fact, it's the premier music award scheme. So you are going to use it as an example.
Right.
Everything Gemma said is true. Like I'm saying, they need to have a long term in terms of yearly impact stuff that they do. It shouldn't really be just surrounding just the 4 months to the awards. There's more room to do more, and I'm hoping to do it. Also, they shouldn't always keep everything in house. They can always get an external producer to executive produce the show, give it a different touch, because sometimes there's something called think tank where you exhaust all the ideas because you are in the same environment, so it kind of stifles progress. You need someone from the outside to give you a different perspective. It would be nice to see maybe a Baba produce a GMA. I don't think he's opposed to doing that. Do you understand? It's always nice to have someone who try and do one or two. It gives you a different feel, different vibe, and we are going to love it. You get me? So yeah. So with that being said, final words. Don't forget to follow me on social media at NYB_LIVE. Also, I have some people who I'm going to push for GMA nominations from Amrado Artist of the Year. Mr. Drew had an amazing year. 7 Kisses, definitely coming for the new artist spot. All these people, we are filing. We are filing, we must get.
Oh, right.
Yes, we are filing, and we must get. So these artists are people I'm banking on to get nominations. So that's basically my final words.
Right. All right.
Okay.
Papa Oji.
So, I want to say thank you to a few people. Ever since I came to the platform, they've been watching. My colleagues back at work, Mercy, Mark Anthony, Chris, Derek, Apia Kubi. Thanks for the support. Yeah.
I should have mentioned I come and wake up before you end to my class rep. He told me to give him a shout out when I come to my former class rep, Charles Dakwa. He's a brands guy. Charlie, shout outs to Charles.
Right.
And Nebo Blankson. And as I think anytime I'm here, I'll keep on saying it because we that's what we are discussing. That we need the businessmen to invest in the music industry. So what we are saying right now, we need sponsorship. You understand? Yes. And don't forget to follow We Are GHG. We Are GHG. Jimo Faith Factory Group has been supporting artists for the past 10 years. Just check out our pages and see the works that we have been doing.
Okay. I mean, you know, when it comes to the latter part of the show, they don't want to leave us, right? But I know you also want to, I mean, in as much as you are enjoying the show, you also want to quickly finish your things up and go to bed because, I mean, you have work tomorrow, right? But I don't know why some of you are so shy. Today, I opened the call lines and none of you actually called me. Really? Don't I look beautiful today? My guest did amazingly well. So please, next week when I do that, kindly call in, show me some love, okay? Because I know you love me. But then we have a message here and I would want to take that. It says, music is subjective and people are very selective when it comes to it. And so is award schemes. We should never expect an award scheme where someone wouldn't feel cheated. Like Jay-Z said, some of you will feel robbed and also points blank. Okay, so I think he's trying to say we should never expect an award scheme where someone wouldn't feel cheated. Like Jay-Z said, some of you will feel robbed. And that is point blank. Evergreen, you look beautiful, and kudos to your pundits. Sterling from Atomic Down. Thank you so much, Sterling. Kudos, pundits. All right, that is all for from our viewers, from you, our viewers, and it's unfortunate that I only got one message today. I'm hoping that next week, God willing, I'm going to get a lot of messages.
Yeah, don't be shy. We know you are watching.
Yes, and do well to follow us on all social media platforms at Shobiz TV. If you're an Android user, remember that you can always take us along or carry us along wherever you go by simply downloading the Shobiz TV app on your Google Play Store. You can equally check out our website at www.shobiztv.com. So always visit us on our website because there's a lot more on our website for you, our cherished viewer. My name has always been Evergreen Asanto. You can equally follow me on all social media as well. And a special thank you to Goldilocks for this beautiful outfit. I love it, and I love the fact that, you know, yellow actually looks good on me. And also to Glam by saying, like, thank you so much, beautiful. And to you, my cherished viewer, thank you for sticking and staying with me. To my executive producers, thank you so much. And to Eneg, my producer, I see you. To everybody in the MCR, Richie, everybody. Let me not mention the names so that I leave some out. So to everybody out there, thank you so much. And I love you. So I'm going to see you same time next week. Bye.